Yeah. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. Tell me, who do I have to be, yeah, to gain some reciprocity, baby? See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. Come on. Yeah. Is this just a silly game that forces you to act this way, forces you to scream my name, yeah, and then pretend that you can't stay? Tell me, who do I have to be, yeah, to gain some reciprocity, yeah? See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will, yeah. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. No, it ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy. I keep letting you back in. Oh, how can I explain myself? As painful as this thing has been, I just can't be with no one else. See, I know what we've got to do. You let go, and I'll let go too. 'Cause no one's hurt me more than you. No one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. It ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. Care for me, I know you care for me, there for me, there for me. Said you'd be there for me, cry for me, cry for me. You said you'd die for me, give to me, give to me. Why won't you live for me, care for me, care for me? You said you care for me, there for me, there for me. Said you'd be there for me, cry for me, cry for me. Said you cry for me, give to me, give to me. Why won't you live for me, care for me? You said you'd care for me, you'd be there for me. You said you'd cry for me, said you'd die for me. Give to me, why won't you live for me, care for me? You said you'd care for me, yeah. Come on now. Yeah, gotta love some Lauryn Hill. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. Listen, the reason that I decided to go with Lauryn Hill today, this song is, some of you might recognize it as the sample from Drake's Nice for What, but this isn't Music Geek time, so I don't know. All the time is Music Geek time. Let's just be real about that. This song sort of exists in a category like you can read it and experience it as a relationship song, but this song is a lot like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard the song One by U2, but that song is just an incredible meditation on the difficult relationship sometimes with the church. And that's what this song is for me. You know, I have the reason why I work in ministry, and that's, just laying all my cards on the table here, is I believe in the church. I believe in the church, the potential of the church as an institution to make the kingdom manifest here and now. I believe in the church as an institution, as a force for greater good in our society. I believe that. And most of all, I just continue to find Jesus so compelling that even with my worst experiences with church, I keep wanting to follow Jesus. I keep wanting to walk in the way of Jesus. But right now, in this moment, it's moments like this where I really struggle. Because I do see there are some churches that are they are in the struggle. They are showing up for their brothers and sisters, in the struggle for justice, in the struggle for equity, and I would argue the struggle of the kingdom. When Jesus first announced his public ministry, what was the first thing he brought to the table? It was the passage out of Isaiah, I've come to declare freedom for the captives, justice for the oppressed. That is a central part of the ministry of Jesus. And some churches are really walking in that. But I do get discouraged. And I think this song does a good... The lyric of this song is, no matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. Who do I have to be to gain some reciprocity? And I feel like that's a question that's floating in the air out there for those churches that are not involving themselves in the struggle. For those Christians who would rather, who would rationalize away empathy, would rationalize away the worth of another human being because it makes them uncomfortable. The thing it's so important about anti-racist work in ourselves, but also in our institutions, is when we do that work, we are starting to do the work of changing our institutions. We change ourselves, we transform our institutions so that they become the forces for good that they are supposed to be. So what I want to encourage you today is, first of all, evaluate, do that internal work. And I would argue this, don't fall into this search your heart. Because you're going to find when you go with that mindset, I often find that you will find just reinforcements for the biases you already have. Don't search your heart. Ask God to enter in and expose to you the things that are there and help him bring those things to light. Secondly, be listening. Right now, a lot of black people and indigenous people and people of color are speaking their truth, their lived experience. Listen. And then do the work of changing our institutions. I have so much, like I said, I have so much faith in what the church can be. But some days I wake up real discouraged. And so my prayer today is to work through that struggle, work through that hurt, and just cling to what Jesus has and walk forward in that. Love y'all. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with some more stuff. Appreciate you guys interacting with these tunes and with the stuff we've been talking about. And just know that everything I say on these videos comes from a place of love, comes from a place of hope, comes from a place of believing that we can be part of the solution. All right. Love you guys.